Hi, this is Darman. Welcome to another Minecraft Let's Play video. In this video series, I'm showing you how to build Stampy's lovely world. And in the last video, we built, alright, we didn't build this. Hey, Bert and Ernie, how you guys doing? Oh, Ernie is talking to me now. Nice. And Bert, nice to see you both. Yeah, we built the under part of the Love Garden in the last one. We kind of updated this. We got all this installed, looking good there. And I'm up. I hear a lot of clicking in my headset. What is oh, is that the sound of me going up the ladder? Wow, everything has got a weird sound now, does it not? Okay, and who left the doors open? Goodness. And then we also did update the path area over here, and a little bit of the terrain too. We did. And so that's all ready to go. So we're happy with that, aren't we, Esther? I hear you clucking in my earphones, and look at you. You've got your little egg there. Oh, now I have your egg here. You can have it back. I don't want to have that. So in today's video, as you have obviously figured out by now, hello UFO, and we are going to go over here and build the Polytechnic, which is Polly's store where she has all kinds of cats. She's not selling cats though. This is not part of the store, is it? These cats seem like they're nailed to the ground. Oh, they're now paying attention to me, and they should be running away from me momentarily. Okay. I tell you, I don't think the animals pay attention much to me anymore. Maybe they're just used to me just, you know, building and doing things around here. Anyway, yeah, so we're going to be over here building right next to the tool order shop we built a little while back. And one of the things that we're going to have to do, which has never really been brought up, Stampy really didn't, I don't think, mentioned it. I don't know. If he did, I apologize. See this area here? We actually have to change this a little bit because this is sticking out one block too far now. And I think when he went to build this stuff over here, he realized that, and he must have just moved it back one. So we're going to end up doing that as part of this. But all the materials I have on me, you know what, maybe I can just, I was going to say maybe I'll hold off on it, but I could do it, right? I can do it. Let me just grab, I'm going to need to grab some sand to sort of do that. And what is that? Acacia? Is that, or is this the jungle? No, this must be the jungle fence. And okay, so what we're going to do here, so this is sort of an update, sneaky update in the as well, like we did last time. So we're going to move the fence one block towards the house, essentially, is what we're going to do here. And I think I need to adjust that a little bit too, but for now, let's just grab this fence. And yeah, I don't have any torches on them. I'm just going to have to replace them later. Or grass. Oh gosh, I'm going to have to replace all this stuff here. Get rid of that, and get rid of this. Well, I know I was about to say, I wonder if there's anything under the sand. Of course there is, because otherwise it would not be there. It would be sinking into the earth. And okay, I can, let's see. I didn't even use those yet. Here we go. All right, fine. We'll do it this way. All right, so we're just going to put grass in place of where that was. And let's see, we'll just pick up that torch. And put the fence back down here. And let's see, for this part, well, the towels are the towels, whatever. These are not there anymore. We're going to take those out. And I think that one of the towels, when we redo this little shoreline here, we're going to have to take one of the towels out anyway. So let's see. All right, so if we start on the left side, let's see, I can't remember if I need to add any sand at all, but we're gonna grab some just in case. Have it ready here. So let's see, so this is 3 here, that's fine. We're going to let's see, we're gonna knock these 2 out, and then we're gonna go back 2, so that one should be lined up there. Oh, I'm gonna need some water. That's what I'm really gonna need, some water. I don't need the fences anymore. We're gonna need to fill in these little parts here so it doesn't make too much noise. Let's see, then we've got these 2, and so we're going to take out this little row here. And let's see, so right where this tree is, we're going to go 1 block to the left, and we're going to knock out 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, it looks like. Yep, 4. And I'll just fill those in there. Makes a makes a mess sound in the headset. Okay, good. And then that's like that. So this is how this looks nowadays, which is good. Now we have that updated as well. So now we can actually get started on what we were trying to do in the first place. So I'm going to grab my blocks for the path, and we're going to go to town on this. Go to town. Get it? Wow. Didn't even see that one coming. Okay, so we're going to start here so we can find our path and our doorway to this next building as we traditionally do. So right here, we are going to go to the 19th block of grass. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're going to 19 and 20. We're going to dig those out. We're going to go back 2, and let's just put these in here. Perfect. Okay, so that's our entrance. So we're going to take, we're going to be building out of something he's not used prior to this, which is the polished granite. I think this was new at the time, or at least he hadn't built out of it yet, a new material. And it's kind of how it goes. Like when he's building his town, like you can see, like that, when he started out with building with like logs and stone and oak and stuff, and then as you get farther this direction, you get more sophisticated materials as they came out. In certain respects, like this guy right here, definitely is, a little more advanced there. So this building is what, 20 blocks wide, 17 blocks deep. So let's see, if we have 20, subtract 2 for the doorway, so that's 18. So we want to go 9 on each side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that's perfect. That's 2 blocks away from here, although it will be sort of like 1 block away because that this kind of hangs out over there. And let's see, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did you notice how I casually used all that math? That was terribly smart of me, wasn't it? Let's see, so what did I say, 17 blocks deep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, and yeah, we're 1 block away from there, so that's cutting it close, but that's why he had to move it. Otherwise, it was going to be bumped right up against that. In case there was any question, no, it was not a mistake. It was done correctly when we built that, but it had changed, and it was a very subtle little change, which I didn't know until I originally built this building in my own Stampy world. I'm like, oh, wait a second. It freaked me out. I was like, oh, no, I did this all wrong. What else is wrong around here? Then I realized, it was okay. It's just normal. It's fine. It's fine now. We're all fine here now. How are you? So now this building is going to be 5 blocks high. So we're going to add 4 to each. We're going to do just kind of the wire frame. So let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, yeah. And so we're just going to go to each corner, and then we'll build inside each side. Which, does that make sense? Inside each side. Yeah, we'll just do it that way. No. There we go. Yeah, so let's just, do we want to talk about something? I was going to let my helper just kind of do this real quick, but you know what? It won't take me too long. It gets a little cramped back here, though. I'll tell you what. This back here, I remember trying to, see it clearly, and it's really hard to see when you're on this side of it. It was just much easier to look at it from the inside when I saw it. So anyway, all right, so that's our basic wire frame. I saw wire. It's made out of polished granite. This is our polished granite frame. Okay, a wire frame is kind of an old computer term for computer graphics. Anyway, so what we're gonna do is build. Well, let's build the front first. Okay, so we've got this space, which clearly is obviously the doorway, and so this this granite is just going to go up on each side all the way up, and then we're going to fill in a couple of rows here and just leave 2 block by 2 block area as our little doorway there. And then next to that, we're going to grab, let's see, our wool. We're going to leave the wool. So we're going to take black wool, and we're going to put 2 black wool here, 2 black wool on the end, and 2 black wool up in this corner, and same thing here. And then we're going to, at the top, we're going to put granite on each side, and then one of these redstone lanterns, it's what you call it. And then in here, we're going to add 2 there, 2 granite over here, and then Same thing as that up there, just put granite on each side, lantern, and then just make the little plus sign with the lantern. And the fun thing is now we've got redstone blocks, which automatically light up the lantern, so you don't have to have switches, no additional redstone and no levers or torches or anything. This is like a no torch build. This is a unprecedented no torch building, although you could probably sneak some in the back behind the in the redstone area. So we're going to take a couple of videos to do this, so we'll probably do the redstone in the next video. I think that would probably be prudent. So we're just going to do the exact same thing over here. I'm going to explain it a little bit less and just sort of do it, since it's the exact same thing. And let's see, you need some granite here. How fast can I do this? Not very fast. Not very fast at all. Yeah, I'm old, you youngins. Though I know there's a couple of you out there that are parents and that are building this, so I salute you first of all to that. Okay, all right, there you go. I just did that already. Okay, and that leaves let's see, the two sides, that side and this side over here, are identical, so that's good for many reasons, one of which is that I only had to draw one of the walls inside my little pieces of paper here that I keep next to me to figure out how to build this stuff. So on the side, let's see, what's the best way to do this? All right, let's grab our black wool again. We're going to go one black wool in each corner, and we're going to put a granite in between, and then we're going to go granite, and we're going to start. This is where our little plus sign again is going to be with the redstone lanterns. So we're going to do the same thing down here that we did before. Finish our plus sign that way with our centerpiece like that, and then from here we're going to have 2 blocks of wool on the top and bottom, and 2 pieces of granite in between, and we're just going to kind of repeat this 2 more times, essentially. So let's see, so this is going to be the middle, so we're going to have granite and granite, granite, do our little plus sign, redstone in the middle. Okay, so this is the center of the wall. It should be the exact center of your wall. If it is not, something has gone wrong. So down here we're going to put the 2 black here, black here, black here, and let's see, we're going to put these 2. These, nope, something is no. This is not right. I'm looking at the wrong okay. The wrong drawing. Okay, so let me take these out of here. These are actually right. These 2. So it's a single black on the ends, right? Okay, yeah, that's where I went wrong. So now I can do this and this, and let's see, that goes in the middle, and these go. And so that's, once you did that side, you know how this side goes. Well, here's a nice clear view of how that should look. Okay, so then on that side, we're going to do the exact same thing, just like that. Okay, so that just leaves the back wall here, and well, you can just do from the inside, right? Am I going to be able to? You know what? I'm going to do it from the outside because that is how I drew it. How about that? How lazy is that? I just want to make sure I get this right. Okay, so on the back, there's no redstone, lanterns or redstone blocks, either one. So we just have some black wool to put in. So we're going to put in, let's see, from the corner here, we're going to put in 4, 2, 3, 4, and I just put in 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to skip, we're going to skip 2, and then put 2, skip 2, put another 2, skip 2, and then put 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should fit in nicely there. Right on the top. I don't know why I went the long way around in my inventory to, all right, it's a little cramped back here. I admit that now. So then here, okay, so the next line, this is just a solid block of the polished granite, which by the way, I really like the polished granite. It just has a nice, it has a nice look to it. So now the bottom row is just going to be exactly the same as we did up here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. And so there's nothing tricky about that whatsoever. All right, so there we go. We got our 4 walls. That's part of the battle there. And so now we're going to work on the roof. Now the roof is really just, first you take birch half slabs and just go all the way on top of all the polished granite that we've got here. And then in the middle, we're going to put blocks of the birch, and then that will be that. So those I'm going to get my helper in here in just a second. So that's just going to be a matter of just kind of lining it up here, and this is what you're going for here. You want to basically stick up another half slab like that. So let's have my helper fill the rest of that in. So now, usually when we go into a place after we put the roof on, it's quite dark, which it's not exactly super bright in here, but that's okay. This is just about acceptable. In fact, I can just probably put a couple of torches in the back, which I'm sure will absolutely interfere with whatever I'm trying to do back here later on. So I'm going to try to put them in places where I think there's not going to be stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so let's do a couple of things. We're gonna build the floor, and yeah, let's work on that. So the floor, we're just gonna chop it out, obviously, from here. Now, okay, here, depending on what you have in your world, you may not have that. Like I'm building up in in mid-air, just like kind of like Stampy did. You may have solid world. You may have a solid something solid under here. If that's the case, you are going to need to dig down, oh gosh, just dig down like at least 3. Yeah, 3 is fine. 3 should do. Yeah, because you have to have this, and then you have to have air space, and then you have to have another one empty. Yeah, I would say do 3. 3 should be fine. So I'm just, whoa, man, I just like rushed ahead there. So I'm going to have my helper take all this grass out. And you can see there was a wall under here from a previous build, I think. So I knocked that out a couple of blocks just to make sure that does not interfere. Because really what that is just we need to leave room for, there's some redstone that goes under here that activates that whole wall where it says hello, which is what's going to happen in case you haven't seen his video where he does that. Shows you what it says as hello. So all right, so now from here on out to a certain point, we're gonna put some wool. We're gonna start actually with some we're gonna have pink in the doorway, and then this is actually the second row, but there's only one row of pink, and you're never going to see this one because there's going to be a big yellow wall on top of it. But so here, next we're going to put 2 rows of yellow, and I'm just looking at this thinking, you know what, I'm just going to have my helper help me with this, so it's pretty easy from this point on. So we got that 1 row of pink there, we got 2 rows of yellow, and then we have 2 rows of pink, 2 rows of yellow, and 2 more rows of pink. Oh, and 2 more rows of yellow over on this side. There we go. So that should leave 4 blocks left of room here, and that's okay. This is like, this wall is going to be where this block is where the wall is going to go, and then it should be 3 more blocks for us to do all of our redstone, which will be in the next video. So right now, let's finish up the inside and see what kind of time we have left. So in here, we're going to use some more birch planks, and Polly has some. Gosh! Before I do anything, we got to put the walls on. Yeah, the walls, very important, are going to go right. They're yellow, and they're just going to go right over top of, the front of the building here. And yeah, this is where it's going to start getting dark on the inside. That's okay. We're going to fix that in a minute. And obviously we're going to leave the doorway open like that and just come all the way to the corners with this wool. That's fine. Did I do the top row? No, I didn't really do the top row. Definitely have to do that because that's not going to be a ceiling on top. Oh, speaking of ceiling, oh my goodness, I forgot to do the there's a pattern on top of there. Okay. All right, I'll tell you what. Let's do just do the wall, do the other two walls, and you just do them as far as these, you know, as where the floor ends. So do that on both sides, and I'm going to let my helper do that while I'm outside working on. I can't believe I forgot this. I'm so glad I remembered. So we have a little pattern we have to do up here. So the first thing we have to do is to find the center, which we already know the center is where these doors are. So I just have to kind of find. I have to find the center the other direction. So I'm just going to temporarily just put something there so I know that this represents the center this way. And if I go down here, I can find the center based on that block there. And so I know that these two blocks are the center too. So I'm just going to get rid of the rest. Well, actually, I'm going to get rid of all of them, because right below this, I'm just going to put a hole, and we're going to put the redstone right in there. And then just around it, we're going to put the redstone lanterns. Gives a little bit of light down there. And so then we're going to use our black wool to kind of frame this area. So let's see. We don't want any black wool to, like, if you were to extend this little plus sign out farther, we wouldn't want, gosh, I almost banged my head on the roof. We wouldn't want any black wool touching that. So what we're going to go do is I'm going to point at this left hand one of the second of these pair here, and we're going to go out to 1, 2, and then 1 to the left. So we're going to poke out 2, and we're not going to poke out the corner. We're going to poke out these 2 here like that. So does it make sense what I said about, you know, we don't want these black parts to overlap? Like if you had extended this out a little bit. And same here, this is going to be empty here. So now from here, we can just do the pattern pretty easily here. We're going to just keep repeating this pattern all the way around. And man, if I had forgotten this, I'd have been blasted by somebody in my comments. There we go. And rightfully so. Okay, so there we go. That's our pattern for the roof. And like I said earlier, there are no torches anywhere on this structure, which is yes, and my helper has finished building the walls, and we have a little extra help with the light situation from some temporary torches and the ceiling light, which we just installed. So at this point, let's put in some countertops. So we're going to start 1 block away from the door with our birch planks, and go into the corner, and again come back out to, let's see, it's one short of the yellow, so it should be 3 blocks here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on that side. So we're going to do the same thing here, and right into the corner, 1 block short of that. Okay, so let's fill in this what's on the counters, and we'll do the lighting. Actually, we'll do the lighting right now because I have the materials in my hand. And let's see. So it's the lighting when the torches out. They're going to be more redstone lanterns, and they have the iron trapdoors on them. So let's grab the lanterns, and let's see. We want to go to the second block here of the birch and go up to the very top, and then just put the trapdoors on the, oh dear, on the, what is going on here? Why is this acting weird? Oh, okay. There is some technique to this, and I think I have to put there's a redstone torch that goes underneath these that powers them. Maybe this is what, okay, and now I can, that's weird that would even make a difference. So you have to do that, and then put, 3, 1 hatch on each side like that. Okay, so there we go. And then, so that's that corner, and then over here, okay, there's 3 blocks in, 1, 2, 3, put the redstone torch underneath, and then you can put these hatches on lickety split, apparently. Get rid of you for now. And then finally, let's see, it's 1 right over the end of the countertop here, 1 here. Oops, there we go again. I forgot. It's so funny that you'd have to power that to get this to actually work. So if I get rid of this, what happens? Oh, well, there you go. I guess that's why. because they're iron. They have to be powered. I'm sorry. I'm a numbskull sometimes. Okay, so we can get rid of these torches over here. And then we just can do the other side, and I think that's basically going to be the same. Is that right? Yeah, it's pretty much the same. I think it is probably exactly the same. All right, so on this side, let's see. We're going to go in one block up to the ceiling. I like to put the torch down first. That just makes me feel better, and it's just one less thing I have to do to click those things shut. So, and then that's it for that wall. Then over here, yeah, on the very, lining up with the end of the countertop, and then the third one in from this side. Torch underneath, torch underneath. You get the idea. You get the idea. You're smart. You made it this far. You made it this far. And by that I mean the whole Stampy's world. Because you're probably not just like starting Stampy's world with this, but maybe you are. Maybe you're just building this inside your world. Maybe you just wanted to know how to build it. If so, I welcome you. I'll welcome you. Okay, so there we go. So that's the lighting. And then, so let's say on this side, so you're facing the door, turn to the left, and let's see, on this countertop, oh, there's a little chest right here. We're going to start with a redstone repeater, which I think we have to face this way. Is that right? Yep, that's right. And then we're going to put a redstone block here, redstone lantern next to that, and then we have a comparator, which faces, is it this way? No, this way. Turn them this way and face it. There we go. That's perfect. And then a redstone torch with redstone dust, and then a sticky piston here. Oops, no, we want it to face down. There we go. And then a regular piston here. And then next to that is a detector rail, which I'd say the next to that is a powered rail, and then next to that is a what do you call it? Activator rail. And then a note block after that, and then right below here there actually are a couple of torches in here just to light it up just that little bit more. And there's also one under that redstone torch there and under the end here. So this place is really brightly lit, so there you go. That blows it. I thought for sure, I thought we had no torch building. Sorry, you probably already knew that. You're like, what, Darman, this building has torches. What are you talking about? I don't know why it actually has torches. Well, it is a little dim. If you compare the two, it is nice to, I can see that. Yep, okay, I'll go with that. And then we just have to put a minecart on here, and it doesn't really matter where you put it, but last time I was in there, it was kind of sitting in the middle, and I think that's kind of a nice place for it. Yep, that's fine. And so then on this side, we have to, let's see, we start on the left side here. I'm going to put a lever, stone button, wood button, stone pressure plate. Now there is no pressure plate here. You would think the wooden one would be there, but I didn't see it there. And then here in the corner is the steel pressure plate, and then the gold one goes here, and then a tripwire thingy goes right above. You can't put it here, you have to put it up one block there. And then next to that, a gold pressure plate, you're going to put a chest, and then a daylight sensor right next to that. Do you like how I waited till the thing came up and told me daylight sensor, and I was like, oh yes, that's I know exactly what that is called, people. Do not toy with me. So then, yep, then there's a hopper here, but first we want to put to the right of that, we want to put a dispenser and a dropper, and we want to do, let's see, I'm going to have to stop flying for this to work. I want to put the hopper going into here. So we're going to do that, just crouch and then point and then put that in there. Now I can uncrouch, and so we want that little pipe to be going into there. That's how he's got it. And then of course we had a couple of torches here. Actually there's just one over here. I don't have that there are any torches over here, but it would seem not silly not to have them. We'll put them in the same spot. Why not? I try to be as careful as possible about that sort of stuff, but you know what? It could be they were there once and they just got destroyed and never put back. Oh, and then there's another chest right down here like that. So we're going to do that just to have it nice and symmetrical and well lit. And yeah, we'll just go with that. So all right, so that's all we're going to do on the inside here. We're going to do all this redstone in the next video, which is it's not really complicated. It's just kind of hard to fit it all in there, and we're going to take our time with that. But one thing you can do, and we'll finish up this doorway and sign and all that stuff. One thing you can do for homework for yourself is to take your birch and your spruce planks, and right here there's a new path, fairly new path, that goes right out out that way, much in the way that that one does down there, and that one does down there. So it basically lines up with this path here. If you're looking at the doorway, the left-hand one lines up with that one, and it's 3 blocks wide though, so it goes 1 block wider, you know, in this direction. So you know, it will end up lining up with that. So what you can do for yourself is just to take this path and go ahead and extend it all the way to the end, which we've already done here. And yeah, we haven't done the terrain down here or the steps or anything for those paths that do extend all the way down. But that way you can have that path done, and so you know exactly where that gets placed. So go ahead and do that for homework, and see you in the meantime. Oh, I can't get in the building here. I'm Darman68. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.